There's a moment that anxiety always tries to grab me, especially when I'm alone, is when my mind starts trying to give me images, or it will try to give me thoughts of a catastrophe, of something terrible happening. It will just jump in there and present me with this awful thing that's going to happen. And then that's it, then I'm off. I'll start trying to fucking work it out, start trying to unravel this massive ball of cotton, of wool. And when I'm doing that, it feels like I'm solving a problem. It feels like I'm stopping something really dangerous from happening. It actually feels visceral. It feels like it's something I can do to change the future. And that's then when I get trapped in overwhelm and overthinking, and all that together then puts me in an anxious state. It puts me on that high alert where I'm constantly looking around to see what else is going to go wrong or could go wrong. Doesn't matter if it's like relationships or being a dad, something to do with work, something from years ago, something from years in the future. It just gives me that one little trigger and it wants to pull me in so that I sit there and try to work it out. It's really just a self-defense mechanism. Through what I've been through in my life, it's how my brain has been taught to look out for me. So it used to look out for danger. It would look on the streets, it would check in the home with my mum, it would check with my friends, it would check at school. And that constant check-in is like an algorithm. It's like me hitting like. Every time it gives me something to think about and I engage in that thinking, then that's when I'm hitting the like button. I'm saying, yes, send me more of that. Thank God you sent me that, because fucking hell, I was nearly in danger then. So I got into that routine and it felt like it kept me safe. You know, for years I had to have a head on a swivel, looking everywhere to make sure I was okay. But then in my adult life, when things calmed down and life became normal and routine, that alarm was still on. I trained it to be on at all times then. So it's looking everywhere. It's constantly sending me images, constantly sending me thoughts of things that might happen, things I might do, things I might not do. Anything to reel me in to get this thought solved. And it's a constant need for certainty. That's what we're basically looking for. The problem is, in life, there's no such fucking thing as certainty. There's no certainty about your health. There's no certainty about anyone around you being there forever. There's no certainty that the world isn't going to blow up tomorrow. But it's that constant need for certainty that's driving the anxiety, that's driving the fear. And it's being able to sit in that uncertainty. It's being able to sit in the not knowing that trains the, can you call it the algorithm of your brain, to not reach all the time. To go, okay, I've presented him with a problem, an issue, a future that's not certain, but he didn't react. He didn't go into problem solving mode. And when you do that enough times, then the brain starts to get the message, oh, right, okay, I don't need to look for certainty all the time. I don't need to constantly scan the environment looking for danger for Danny. So when those thoughts and feelings come up now, I treat them the same way I would an algorithm. If I don't want videos of a cat or something on my Instagram, I just don't click like. I don't click on it. I don't engage with it. And eventually, if I'm into wrestling, if I'm into movies, superheroes, whatever it is, football, then once I click like on that, then the algorithm will start showing me more of that content. So that's how I treat my brain. If it sends me these catastrophic images, these fears, these worries, something to solve, I take a step back and I look at what's behind that. So not the image and not the thought, but what's behind it. Is that fear? Are you trying to protect me from something? And then I can step back and observe that and say, okay, that's not something I need to engage with. And then I'll just redirect to whatever I'm doing that day, whether it's the gym or writing or doing some content like this. So that redirection to what actually matters to me. And then I'm clicking the like button on that. I'm clicking the like button on going to the gym, spending time with my son. So when those images and thoughts come up, they have less of an impact. And eventually they quieten down. And then just like a bubbling pot, just things bubble to the surface, poop, and they go away again. And that's how I overcame my anxiety. That's how I live my life now, in that routine of showing my brain what's important to me. Now, of course, you will have times in your life where things are important and you'll be able to take action and you'll be able to think and use your brain to work that out. But what we're heading away from here is the constant rumination, the constant trying to fix, the constant need for certainty. But what we're doing is breaking that hold. So if you like this video, there'll be plenty more to come. And if you're wrestling with these things yourself, I'd love you to join the locker room on Skool. So, see you soon.